It's a voice for everyone.
Well, you can expect to see more police cars at busy shopping centers, including in Liberty. The police department says it's pulling in extra officers to cover the shopping districts. You know, Liberty Police responded to more than 80 shoplifting calls just this year in just one shopping center.
And that adds up to more than $80,000 in losses for those businesses. A number like that could make a big impact on small businesses like Back in Time Comics and Toys.
We're retired teachers, so our sole income is from the store. So anytime someone takes something, you know, it's literally taking it from us.
And it's not just businesses. The Lenexa Police Department gave us some tips for when you're out shopping and have those purchases in your car. Keep your shopping bags in your trunk or the rearmost part of your car. Pay attention to your surroundings when you're in parking lots and have your keys ready before you exit the store. Finally, keep your purse or wallet on you at all times. Don't place them in a shopping cart or a stroller.
Friends, this is our friend, Gary, his last 10 p.m. show.
The community has trusted you for so many years, getting you through, or y'all at home, through some big impactful storms, including his dream, a white Christmas back in 2009.
Remember this one. Oh my gosh. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, 2009.
We literally drove into the wall of the ice storm.
It's terrible. The roads are real terrible.
And so I tracked Santa the night before, and we had a snowstorm coming in. It was pretty close to being a blizzard, nearly 10 inches of snow, even a foot of snow in the area.
We have, a drift this high.
In some areas, it's hard to tell the difference between being in a yard over here and then stepping over into the street.
We haven't had many snowstorms like that.
I'm getting my full fair share of winter snow and everything.
That winter, we had 44 inches of snow in Kansas City. One of the top 5 or 6 snowiest winters ever.
God bless you, man. All right, y'all have a Merry Christmas.
So you're happy about the white Christmas?
Oh, yes, sir, very much.
Wow,
That's a lot of snow, man.
That was an amazing storm. We had it was blizzard conditions, and just Jeff Penner and I were here on the meteorology team that weekend, and he did the morning, I did the afternoon. We still somehow had our Christmases, but it was a crazy storm.
Only you would remember you still tracked Santa.
I did track Santa. Santa brought the snow to us that winter, so 44 inches that winter. How much snow is going to fall this winter? How much snow?
Hopefully 7, 8.
You'll find out tomorrow night. Let's take a look. Tomorrow night, we're getting you ready for winter. Wednesday night, 6:30 p.m., our weather team is going to have our snowfall predictions, so be sure to watch. Outside right now, our Bordner Home Improvement Skyview Network. Oh, I just started to think this is my last weathercast at 10 p.m. ever. Amazing. Bordner Home Improvement Skyview Network showing a beautiful shot outside, and here are the plaza lights. It is a dry night, but it is ridiculous. Andy is likely walking rainbow and sunny. He's probably angry with me right now. 27 degrees, and the wind chill factor is ridiculous. I'll show you those in a second. 30 degrees still around Clinton. There may be a few snowflakes in Henry County, just southeast of Kansas City. But look at the wind chill factors. 13 in St. Joe and Cameron, 17 in Kansas City, and 17 degrees downtown, 18 degrees in Carrollton. And you can see the temperatures up to the north. Valentine, Nebraska is 4 degrees. It is 64 degrees in Memphis, Tennessee. And this warm air coming in from the Gulf of Mexico has set the stage for some really bad weather. Severe thunderstorms breaking out over the southeastern part of the country. There's our little snow band, more on that in just a second. But right now, even at this moment, just south of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, we have a confirmed tornado at this hour. So that is not good for Alabama. You can see those raging thunderstorms. Again, look back over here. We have a band of snow from southeast Kansas near Pittsburgh to just southeast of Clinton, so there may be a few snowflakes coming down, but for the rest of us, no chance of that tonight. All right, so there's one more look at Weather Track radar showing the little band of snow down near Joplin and Springfield. No accumulation expected. Tomorrow, cold, but high pressure will settle over us, which means light winds. All right, and you can see the storm system spinning over southern Canada. That front's going to push way out into the Atlantic Ocean, leaving us with some really nice weather as a storm comes into Lake Tahoe, Sacramento, Reno, Nevada, some snow in the Sierra Nevada, some rain back into San Francisco. But for us, that just means warmer air ahead of that will be heading our way. 22 degrees tomorrow at 6 in the morning, 32, temperatures will be rising to freezing by noon, and then 37 light winds, 100% sunshine tomorrow. A cold Wednesday evening, 30 degrees outside, 48 degrees on Thursday, 60 on Friday, and then Saturday, 38 degrees, Sunday, 50, Monday, 53. I took out the chances of any precipitation. 32 degrees on Tuesday and down to 18 degrees Wednesday morning. So there you go. I better leave time for some sports. Let's go over to Mick Schaefer.
That's right, Gary. Hey, coming up next in sports, we've got the Chiefs, we've got the Simone Awards, we've got Missouri hoops, we've got the Kansas City Kangaroos hooping as well.
Yeah, get out of here.
What do you,
Yeah, I'm going to sports.
gladly, I'm gone.
I'm doing sports tonight. How many sacks have the Chiefs had this season? 35? My goodness. We'll talk about the big factor for tonight's victory.
What I love most about Kansas City is we never say die. We never want to leave somebody behind.
Do good. Seek justice, correct oppression. One way we can do that is by giving back to our community.
For us, it's personal, and it's our community too.
We all have to do our part.
It's such a selfless act. It's such an easy act, and it's such a rewarding act to give.
What a microphone can do is amplify that. It's more than a mic. It's a voice for everyone.
Brighten your holidays with lighting sets, decorations, and everything you need to hook, hang, plug in, and bring home the holiday cheer. Shop in store or online. Oh, what fun!
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
What makes an unbelievable moment? The unbelievable work that goes into it. That's why Community America provides unbelievable resources that go beyond banking, so everyone in KC can work towards achieving financial peace of mind. Community America Credit Union. Believe in unbelievable.
Expect a new experience at Kansas City, Kansas Community College. From upgraded classrooms to brand new student housing on campus, we've transformed our college for you. Take a class, prepare to transfer, or get ready for a new career. KCC is proud to provide hands-on, personal attention. We'll meet your needs online or in person. Do it your way, all at little or no cost to you. Enroll now for spring classes. Learn more at kckcc.edu.
When you see this, it really means that we're there to help.
This is how we conduct conversations.
We use this mic as a platform to magnify your voice.
We have to create more ties between us.
You know, my mother once told me we have one mouth and two ears, so maybe we should listen twice as much as we talk.
We have to represent the people we're covering.
You have to have us all to make the community a better place. What I love most about Kansas City is we never say die. We never want to leave somebody behind.
Do good. Seek justice, correct oppression. One way we can do that is by giving back to our community.
For us, it's personal, and it's our community too.
We all have to do our part.
And it's such a selfless act. It's such an easy act, and it's such a rewarding act to give.
What a microphone can do is amplify that. It's more than a mic. It's a voice for everyone.
Listen to that music. All right, Kansas City, it is time for my first sportscast ever on my last 10 p.m. newscast of my career. Big Chiefs news. The Chiefs-Broncos game in Denver in Week 14 has been flexed out of Sunday Night Football. I guess the Broncos are so bad that even the superstardom of Patrick Mahomes wasn't enough. The Broncos messed up our Sunday Night Football appearance. Thank you, Broncos. Anyway, Okay, let's talk about the Chiefs. The Bengals, the Chiefs, big game in Cincinnati. Remember the 21-3 score? The Chiefs were leading as they were on their way to the Super Bowl, and I might have gone to Los Angeles. Remember that? Oh, my. Well, the keys to this game, the Chiefs' defense. 35 sacks. The Chiefs have had 35 sacks. Chris Jones, look at this. Look at Chris Jones. Look at this. He has 10 sacks this year. He is on fire. Chris, you need to get 2 sacks, all right? And the Chiefs will beat the Bengals. All right. Patrick Mahomes, what did he have to say about last year's championship loss?
I mean, it's not a good place. I mean, they beat us. I played terrible in the second half, and we lost at home. That could have sent us to the Super Bowl. So we'll be ready to go this next week for sure.
Patrick, 4 receivers were open. Anyway, that's a whole other story.
I mean, you should retire and go into sports. Okay? That's really good. Well done.
Well, please, thank you. Take over.
Nice job. For Sportscast on last 10 p.m. weather.
All right, go do it.
Yeah, thankfully he's retiring. Hey, more stuff here. I'll continue. KSHB 41 is your home of the Chiefs and your home of the Simone Awards as well, the high school Heisman of Kansas City. Earlier tonight, we revealed that Center's D-Rock Tafak won the Bell Award. And this was his reaction watching that on KSHB 41 News at 6. 118 tackles on the year for D-Rock. More than just football, though. He has a 4.3 GPA, speaks 4 languages, born in Cameroon, and, we caught him after wrestling practice.
Yeah, I want to be, this right here, the best the best, I could be for sure. Like, just be the better version of myself from last year. Just play better football, help my team get far.
Tomorrow night, we'll reveal the winner of the Fontana Award that goes to the best small school player in Kansas City. K-State and TCU Big 12 championship game in Arlington, almost home turf for TCU, but K-State has experience down there as well in Jerry World. The Cats opened up last season there against Stanford.
A lot of them have been in that environment. They know, what the stadium's like now. They know what the noise factor is going to be. They know the sidelines. They know the locker room, the layout. They know how we're going to bust into it. I think those things are things that we won't be in awe of.
It's a big place down there. TCU even more ensconced in the college football playoff rankings. Number 3 this week. USC slides in to number 4. K-State at 10. College basketball, Missouri at Wichita State tonight, second half. Shockers go on a huge run. Jerron Pierre Jr. Wichita State up 9 with 6 to go, but the Tigers battle all the way back. Noah Carter and 1. Tigers tie it up. We go to OT in overtime. Carter took over. Big boy rebound and put back right there. Gives Mizzou a 6-point lead. And then Carter in transition will be icing on the cake. Mizzou is 8-0 on the season this year. At the Kansas City Roos bouncing with Idaho State tonight at home. Tyler Andrews under the rim, pump faking till he finds a crease, finds one. He had 8. Roos down though. Kansas City couldn't stop this guy. Brock McKenzie, 7 for 7 from three-point range. He had 24. Roos would counter with 13 from Alan Mukeba, but it wasn't enough on this night. Idaho State all over Kansas City, 75-65. Dual sportscasters there. We'll be back after this.
Local sports every night at 6. Mick Schaefer and the KSHB 41 sports team. Headlines, highlights, the memorable moments. Everything you need to know, everything you'll be talking about. KSHB 41 Sports at 6. Sponsored by Nissan.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
A voice for everyone is really a responsibility.
You're an advocate for everyone in times of despair, but also in times of success and triumph.
Your voice matters, and we're representing you and the people we put on TV and the stories that we cover.
It's a responsibility to look at every single person.
We're starting those conversations and including you in on them.
We're trying to really be a voice for everyone in every community at every moment.
It's more than a mic. It's a voice for everyone.
Count on the KSHB 41 Weather Team and the 41 Storm Tracker for instant updates and alerts. The 41 Storm Tracker, sponsored by Gladstone Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
A voice for everyone is really a responsibility.
We have to represent the people we're covering.
We use this mic as a platform to magnify your voice.
When you see this, it really means that we're there to help. It's more than a mic. It's a voice for everyone. When you see this, it really means that we're there to help.
This is how we conduct conversations.
We use this mic as a platform to magnify your voice.
We have to create more ties between us.
You know, my mother once told me we have one mouth and two ears, so maybe we should listen twice as much as we talk.
We have to represent the people we're covering.
You have to have us all to make the community a better place. What I love most about Kansas City is we never say die. We never want to leave somebody behind.
Do good. Seek justice, correct oppression. One way we can do that is by giving back to our community.
For us, it's personal, and it's our community too.
We all have to do our part.
And it's such a selfless act, it's such an easy act, and it's such a rewarding act to give.
What a microphone can do is amplify that. It's more than a mic. It's a voice for everyone. What I love most about Kansas City is we never say die. We never want to leave somebody behind.
Do good. Seek justice, correct oppression. One way we can do that is by giving back to our community.
For us, it's personal, and it's our community too.
We all have to do our part.
It's such a selfless act, it's such an easy act, and it's such a rewarding act to give.
What a microphone can do is amplify that. It's more than a mic. It's a voice for everyone.
Now, here are your latest headlines and updated Kansas City forecast from KSHB 41 News.
I'm Dia Wall with KSHB 41. Here are your headlines for Friday, November 29th. Developing tonight, an investigation into a homicide in Kansas City, Kansas. Officers arrived to a home around 1